my lovelies, I hope you've all had a fantastic weekend. It is currently Sunday when I'm recording this. My original plan was for Sunday to be a full reset day, get the rest of the cleaning done and not cook everything for the coming week, but cook most of the bulk things for the coming week. Because as you can imagine with a 1-year-old, I kind of struggle, and mostly it ends up that we eat something really quick, which then ends up not being the healthiest. So I want to start like bulk cooking at the beginning of the week, so that way we've got the main part of it cooked. So all I have to do is vegetables and stuff like that, which doesn't take a lot of time, and I can like leave to cook once they're in the heat. That's not ended up happening because basically I woke up late today, a little bit later than usual, and we went to church, which is our routine for a Sunday, and then we had a social gathering after church as part of church, where we all went to a local ice cream parlour. So the rest of them walked, me and the boy, it wasn't a pram accessible walk, so me and the boy drove up. It also helped that we were driving up because I woke up too late to actually prepare a picnic, which was part of the social part of it. So me and the boy drove to go up. Got some meal deals for myself, my partner, him and my daughter. So that worked out fine. It was really lovely, but unfortunately due to that we didn't end up coming home until 3 o'clock. My partner's had a migraine all day, bless him. He had his strong migraine medication when he got up this morning to make sure that he could go to church and go on the walk with my daughter. But it's knocked him out, so he's gone to bed he went to bed as soon as we got back. He's still asleep at the moment. My son is currently rolling around the living room. It's near enough 7 o'clock. I am quite proud of myself, but also dealing with a very unhappy child because I have not let him go to sleep since we came back. So he is exhausted, but I knew that if I'd let him sleep, I'd get no sleep later. So the plan is my daughter wants to actually do some baking after my son's gone to bed. So I'm planning on getting him ready to settle down for about 8 o'clock. Do the baking with my daughter because all she has to do is mix. She just wants to bake some buns. We've got a pre-pack. Just have to add eggs and oil and a bit of water to it, which works out well for me. I've got nothing for toppings, but she says she doesn't mind. Fantastic, because that means she can go to bed. As soon as they are mixed, she can go up to bed. When I say she goes to bed, she doesn't, she reads in bed. But that's the plan for tonight, and then any cleaning I manage to get done is a lovely little bonus. I will probably end up doing this as a Sunday/Monday reset because my daughter is actually having an extra night at her dad's this week. She's going tomorrow. So it gives me time, providing if little man falls asleep after nursery. We'll see what we get done over the next couple of days because, gonna be honest, in the house, nothing stays clean forever. Living room looks a tip again because of all the boys' toys. Kitchen isn't as bad. Managed to somewhat maintain it, but we will get there. So plan of action, get a little boy ready for bed, get you changed and ready for bed. Try and keep him awake for about another half an hour and then sort bedtime routine for him and then bake with my daughter. Yay! Just to say, I do absolutely adore the area that we live in. So as I said in the intro, my daughter decided that she wanted to bake this evening. Little man did fall asleep at 8:15, which I am very grateful for. Hopefully he sleeps through. We seem to be struggling with that. And I am grateful for whatever time I get to spend with my little girl one-to-one. Because in all honesty, she's an absolutely amazing big sister, but she's had 9 years of just having me to herself. So she's an amazing big sister, but I know that sometimes she wishes that we could have just more one-to-one time, so I do try and make sure that I do spend time with her one-to-one every day. Sometimes it doesn't end up happening depending on how life pans out, but we spend as much time together as humanly possible, because at the end of the day she's my baby girl, and I want her to know that she will always be one of my number one priorities. Also, the fact of she decided that the reason she wanted to bake tonight was to bake so she could give her dad a bun, which, fair enough. honesty, I'm only just getting back into doing Sunday resets. I find that I start Mondays in a lot better headspace if the house has been cleaned and tidied. As the same as just tidying up at the end of the night, you just wake up in a better mood, because I think everyone's I can't speak for everyone, I think some people are the same, that if you wake up and it's just a mess, your mind's not going to be happy. So just putting away things before I go to bed, making sure the pots are done, making sure the kitchen's relatively clean, just starts me off in a much better headspace for the day. So hoping I can keep this up, because I do feel a lot better for it mentally. Got to be honest, this table will never be clean, because this table literally is just our dumping ground, because we walk in through the entrance hall and walk into the living room, and the table's the first thing there. So bags get chucked on it, coats get chucked on it, rubbish gets chucked on it, everything just ends up there. As you can see, considering there's one of my tops over the back of the chair. But I do aim to clear it off as much as humanly possible. But I can guarantee by tomorrow morning, after everyone's had the breakfast, even with the pots moved, it'll still look as messy as it does now, because it's just become a quote-unquote safe space for putting clutter. got to be honest, I am so proud of myself, because as much as this kitchen may not be clean and uncluttered to some people, considering the state this kitchen is normally in, I am so pleased, and just hoping I can keep on top of it and maintain it, because considering how small of a kitchen it is so easy just to become overrun with things, whether it be bottles or plates or anything. So I am working really hard to make sure that the kitchen stays as it is. There is, in all honesty, a load of washing by my feet, because I've got nowhere to put my washing. It needs to go in the washing machine, because I took a load of washing out of the washing machine a couple of days ago and forgot about it. So in all honesty, it needs redoing because it stinks. So that's plan of action for tomorrow, get the washing done. However, so tonight is just cleaning down the sides, cleaning the few pots that there is, and having it done and somewhat maintained. So that's the end of this voiceover and the end of this video. I will probably do the food cooking tomorrow, because as I'm voiceovering it now, it is 10 o'clock at night, so I'm going to go to sleep, because I can guarantee my little man is still going to wake up for at least one feed in the night. So, but fingers crossed it is only one, and I can still get a hopeful decent night's sleep, because I'm working in the office tomorrow. Little man's at nursery and my daughter's at her dad's after school, so get as much done as humanly possible again, because in all honesty, our entrance hall needs doing and our bathroom needs doing. I clean the toilet and the sink every day, however the rest of the bathroom, some leaves somewhat to be desired, so need to get on top of that. Thank you, lovelies, and I hope to see you in the next video.